Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the Culinary Trip Challenge Pack that's taking place in Mumbai. My name is Mr. Freeze2244. So this is a surprise challenge pack that came out today with today's update, and we have 3 challenges for this one. The 4th one is obviously completing all 3 challenges in one, so that's what we're going to do for this video. So the first one is called Flaming Hot Seafood, where we actually have to throw 3 fish into the furnaces of the metal workshops. The next challenge is called Feeding the Bird, which we have to make 3 crows sick, which is the 3 crow members, that is. The next one is the Expired Spa-Ghet-It. Knock out a target with a can of expired spaghetti. So we're going to do all these challenges all in one run. So this is the loadout you went with. We're going to make sure we put this on casual difficulty. And we're going to start in the Mumbai chulls. We're going to bring along a emetic syringe, a fish, and the Kalma tranquilizer pistol. And you can use any suit you want to. But that is what we're going to bring for this mission. So like I said, we're doing all 3 challenges in one. So we will start in the chulls right here. And as soon as we exit the door, we're going to head down the stairs. On this floor, there's going to be some rat poison. We need to retrieve our brick too. So as you come around this corner, we need to turn right down here. There's going to be 2 bricks to your left. Just grab one of those. We're going to take a right into this apartment now. And just to your right, there's going to be some rat poison on the counter. As we exit now, we're just going to head down the end of this alleyway. Well, this the end of this walkway, I should say. And then slide down this pipe. We need to go and get ourselves a second set of rat poison. And if we come into the area over here, we are going to be in a trespassing area here. But we are going to turn on this little radio. Then immediately turn it back off. Once we've done that, we're just going to grab this vendor's disguise right here. Grabbing the iron off the side here as well. And hiding behind this barrel. Our guard is going to come downstairs now, getting distracted by that radio that which we turned off. And as soon as he has his back turned, we're going to throw this iron at his head. And then drag his body and hide him in the nearby crate. Once we've done that, we're going to head upstairs now. There's going to be a guy on the phone. And he should be just about wrapping up his phone call, and he's going to have his back turned to us. And that's where we're going to head upstairs and grab the rat poison from the little table next to him. So I'm just going to grab that now. So we have all 3 poisons that we're going to need to poison the crows. We have 1 fish, and we need to retrieve 2 more of those. So that's where we're going to head right now. So if you head over towards where the boat is, and on the jetty is going to be 2 fish, and that is where we're going to continue on with the challenge. We had some issues with the poisoning of the crows during the live stream. We actually recorded this during the live stream itself. There was a crow in the boathouse itself, and there's a water bottle there, so we poisoned that and it didn't work, and you have to poison that twice to get that to work. So we decided to just move on and just move on to a different target, because for some reason that's bugged and that's not working. So if you guys are considering mentioning that in the comments, then I'm just letting you know now that the water bottle is bugged. At least it was for me anyway. That's why I moved on to a different set of circumstances to poison the rest of the targets. So here is the little jetty that I was talking about. I think that's what they call it. And I'm just going to grab 2 fish from here. So overall we'll now have 3. We need to throw all 3 of those in the furnace a little bit later on. First of all, we are going to go to the this area over here, this little market with all the tea stands. And we need to head over to the one that's furthest over to the right. So it's going to be the little lime green one. So we're going to serve the tea and poison it. And that's going to trigger one of the guards, one of the Mumbai crows, to come over this area. Now you need to make sure you get this as soon as the option of serve shows up. Just immediately click that as soon as he comes over, because you might miss it. So make sure you hit that button. For PS4 it's square, for Xbox it should be X. So just serve him the tea, and as soon as he drinks that, he'll be poisoned with the emetic poison. And he's going to be sick, and it will say 1 out of 3 in the top right corner of your screen. I've already completed the challenge, so it's not going to pop up for me, but that is 1 out of 3. Next person, we're just going to wait for this guy to come close to the door before we turn off the generator. Then immediately turn it back on again, or whatever. As long as you reverse what you did. So turn it off, then turn it back on. The guy comes outside to investigate. We're going to close the door, smack him in the back of the head, grab his disguise, because we don't need this one anymore. He also drops a key. Do you want to grab that? Use the key to unlock this door. And just to your left, there's going to be a can of spaghetti. Once we've got this now, we're going to head all the way to the top of the stairs. And now we're entering the rooftops of the crow's nest. just over here, as you pass through these little skulls right here, that's going to create a noise. And the guard to your left is going to be the one that always goes and investigates the distraction. So he's going to go over there. The guard's going to turn away, and we're going to poison the little plate of food right here. And then we're going to pull out our emetic syringe, and then stab this dude right here in the ass. So that will, once the other guy starts to eat that food, it'll be 3 out of 3, and that challenge will be taken care of itself. So that's one of the challenges down. Now we need to move on to the challenge where we have to throw 3 fishes into the cauldron. It's very easy, very simple. And then we can move on to the final challenge, which is knocking out a target with a spaghetti can. Again, this is relatively straightforward when you do all this way. It took us a while to get through this one route because there's a lot of things that was changing up as we went along. So we tailored ourselves towards this strategy, and it works perfectly fine. So the place where you throw the fish inside is just going to be in these cauldrons right here. So to make sure you arc it right into the middle. Throw all 3 fish into the cauldron itself. And then finally pull out the brick that we picked up earlier on and throw that in the cauldron. So after throwing the 3 fish in there, that's going to unlock another one of the challenges. And we threw the brick into the cauldron just to create that little pink smoke. And then what that's going to do is going to cause Vanya Shah to expose herself. Not in a sexual way, but she's going to expose herself outside of this train station. And she's going to have 2 guards following her. I didn't anticipate this. I knew she was going to be followed by 2 guards, but I didn't anticipate there's going to be a lot of guards around this area. So what I recommend you just doing, because you are going to get spotted here anyway, so it doesn't really matter, because all that matters is you knock her out with a spaghetti can. It doesn't matter if you do this silently, but you can go ahead and take out these guys one by one if you wanted to. This is the why I recommended bringing along the tranquilizer, but we don't end up using it anyway, because either way, we get spotted, because she's not just going to be with these 2 guards. If you look at the minimap right there, you'll see someone is slowly running towards our location, and that's going to be, I think it's a handmaid. And she's going to ruin this whole entire thing. So like I said, forget about what I'm doing here. Just go ahead and knock out Vanya Shah right now. And you should be able to take her out nice and easily by just throwing the spaghetti can at her head. As soon as I saw it, I was like, we can't do this then, because, you know. But as soon as we do throw the spaghetti can at her head to knock her out, there's the Culinary Trip Challenge Pack completed. And that is how you do it. You don't need to finish off the mission or anything like that. Once it's all popped up for you, you'll realise that you have done it. At this point, I just want to have a little bit of fun at the end here and just go on all guns blazing. But let's go ahead and show you this little item that we unlocked. So this is what you get as an unlockable. So it's the antique curved knife. I thought it was a typo on Twitter when they said curved. I thought it was going to say carved because it looks what it looks like on there. So it's a very old knife, but still razor sharp. And that's all the description they have for it. And this is what it actually looks like in-game itself. Nothing really overall impressive about it. Just try and get some better light here. But I have noticed one little thing about this, which is it unique to this knife? I'm not sure, apart from the hobby knife that is. It's not an illegal item. I'm walking past this NPC, I'm thinking maybe it's because he's got his head in his phone, but there's no red little exclamation mark telling me that it's an illegal item, and I've got it out in the open. So I went over to these guys over here, and there's no like white dots above their head or anything like that, and they're not seeing me as suspicious. So that's another unique element about this knife, at least. And it's in that aspect, it's kind of cool, actually. And I believe when I actually made that slit sound, when I slit his throat there, it sounded a little bit different to regular knives. It almost sounds like a needle point stab kind of thing, which I quite like that actually. But yeah, overall it's not an illegal knife, so this does make it one of the best ones. But as far as knives goes, that is. But it wouldn't surprise me if you try and make a contract with this knife, it probably wouldn't be counted as a knife itself, which is usually one of what really happens with these things. But yeah, I went on a bit of a knifing spree right here. Went all Michael Myers and the whole village. I'm hoping that's going to be some sort of theme when it comes to October. There's an idea for your IO Interactive. Use a knife to go in, was it a combat knife to go around stabbing people? No, it's a kitchen knife, isn't it? Yes. Go around Withton Creek with a kitchen knife and stab several people. That should be a challenge pack come October for Halloween. There you go, there's an idea. So that's going to do it for this video. So I just want to say a big thank you to all the people that showed up in the live stream a little bit earlier, and thanks for watching this video. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, if it helped you out. Subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, and hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. I should be going live on Thursday at 7 PM UK time. Consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below or clicking the link in the description. Big shout out to Arjao and Oscar for being the top tier members of the channel, and that is one of the perks of becoming a top member of the channel. I get a personal shout out each video. Again, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support recently. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.